Welcome to 50 Plus Health Guardian, where you don't just live longer, but live better.
How much is enough? Did you know? A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine in 2021 revealed over 42% of American men over 50 don't know what frequency of physical intimacy is actually healthy for them. And nearly 1/3 of them live in silent anxiety, afraid that they're not as strong or energetic as they used to be. Even worse, they don't talk about it. Not to their wives, not to doctors, not even to close friends, because they're scared. Scared of losing their image, scared of being judged. And most of all, scared of admitting, I'm not the same anymore. Now, let's hear the story of Jack, a 58-year-old man from Florida. Jack used to be the ideal man many aspired to be. Successful, confident, married to a beautiful wife with great kids, and still active in sports every week. But over the past few years, something started to feel out of sync. He became quieter. He no longer felt the same spark with his wife. Evenings once filled with laughter slowly turned into prolonged silence. And instead of trying to reconnect with the woman who'd been by his side for 30 years, Jack chose silence. Not because he didn't love her, but because Jack began to doubt himself. Am I still attractive enough? Am I aging too fast? Is she disappointed? Jack tried everything: energy-boosting supplements, folk remedies passed around online. At one point, he even forced himself to follow a 3-times-a-week schedule, just like his younger days. But instead of regaining his vitality, he fell into insomnia, exhaustion, and growing emotional distress. For the first time in my life, Jack admitted, I didn't feel like a complete man. You know what's truly alarming? Jack is not alone. There are millions of men silently battling the same fear every single day. And the real issue is, no one clearly tells them what enough means. There's no exact number, no simple guideline, just silence, confusion, and growing insecurity with age. The truth is, after 50, your body changes. Testosterone levels gradually decrease. Hormones shift. Your mindset evolves. But instead of panicking or forcing yourself to meet outdated standards, you can absolutely restore balance if you understand your body. Physical intimacy isn't just about proving you're still young. It reflects your hormonal health, your emotional connection in marriage, and your sense of being truly connected to life. Welcome to 50. Health Guardian, where we uncover long-hidden truths about midlife health, vitality, and confidence. If you've ever asked yourself, does this still matter at my age? Am I missing something important? Is consistency even necessary anymore? Then this is the video for you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more empowering content to help you live strong, live confident, and live well after 50. In today's video, we'll uncover what's a healthy frequency after age 50. When is it too little and when is it too much? How does it affect your blood pressure, sleep, and immune system? And what's the expert tape-proved formula for balance? Stay until the end of the video, because the final segment reveals the exact answer from experts on what's enough to maintain physical well-being, self-confidence, and a strong bond with your partner after 50. Let's begin. Part 2. WHY. Vitality. After 50 matters more than you think. After turning 50, many men start to believe physical connection isn't that important anymore. At this age, staying healthy is enough. That stuff doesn't matter now. But what's the truth? Recent research shows maintaining a healthy level of physical intimacy after 50 not only helps keep your relationship close, but also has a direct impact on your overall health. Specifically, men with balanced intimacy at midlife have a 45% lower risk of heart disease. Source: Harvard Health Publishing, 2022. They also experience better deep sleep and fewer issues like anxiety, insomnia, or chronic fatigue. Their immune systems function better with reduced risk of chronic inflammation and strokes. Why is that? Because healthy connections stimulates the release of positive hormones like dopamine and oxytocin, which boost your mood, emotional well-being, and sense of connection. It also serves as a natural way to reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and support smoother cardiovascular function. In other words, you can hit the gym, eat clean, and take supplements. But if you neglect this area, you're missing a vital piece of your health journey after 50. Sadly, many men stay silent. They don't talk to doctors, they don't open up to their partners, they don't even share with friends. Yet with the right understanding and care, you absolutely can regain your energy, confidence, and that special closeness that once felt so natural. And most importantly, this isn't about proving you're still young. It's about keeping your body strong, your mind stable, your relationship deeply connected in a natural, sustainable way. In the next part, we'll explore the ideal frequency for men at each age to protect both physical and mental health. You'll find out whether once a week is enough, or if that's too little or even too much. And what's the safest, most practical formula that you can start using today?
Keep watching.
Part 3. The ideal frequency by age. What's the right number for you? One of the most common questions men ask after 50 is, how many times a week is enough? No one gives a clear answer. So most men either guess or fall into two extremes, pushing themselves too hard or giving up entirely. So what do experts actually recommend? According to a national survey by the National Opinion Research Center in 2020, with over 1,500 men, ages 18 to 29, 2 to 4 times per week, ages 30 to 39, around 1 to 3 times per week, ages 40 to 49, about 1 to 2 times per week, ages 50 to 59, ideally once per week, age 60 plus, typically less than once per week. Depending on health and emotional well-being, what matters isn't whether that number is high or low. What matters is finding the balance between your physical capacity, mental state, and individual needs. A 52-year-old man who works out, eats well, and has a positive mindset might feel great maintaining twice a week. Another man who's dealing with stress, insomnia, or health issues might only feel right with twice a month. And both are completely normal. Here's the truth. There's no universal perfect number for everyone. What matters most is that you feel good, healthy, relaxed, and happy without pressure or comparison. Here's a fun concept. Many doctors recommend, called the Strange 9 formula, to estimate healthy frequency. Take the first digit of your age and multiply by 9. The result is the total number of times over a corresponding number of weeks. Examples. Age. 20 gives 2 times 9 equals 18 gives 8 times per week age. 36 gives 6 times every 3 weeks. Age 50 gives 5 times 9 equals 45, gives 5 times every 4 weeks. Age 60 gives 6 times 9 equals 54, gives 4 times every 5 weeks, of course. This is not a strict rule. It's simply a lighthearted, yet fairly accurate guide to help you visualize a reasonable number based on age. The key takeaway? You don't need to follow others. You just need to follow what fits you best. In the next part, we'll dig deeper. Why can overdoing it actually harm your health? What happens when you go beyond your physical limits? And what signs should you look for to protect your body sustainably? The answers may surprise you. Keep watching. Part 4. Overdoing it, the hidden consequences you never expected after learning. About the ideal frequency by age, you might ask, what if I go beyond that number? Is more always better? The answer is, not necessarily. Dr. Michael Eisenberg, a men's health expert at Stanford University, once shared, after 50, the male body doesn't recover as quickly as it used to. Trying to maintain overly frequent activity can lead to chronic fatigue, disrupted sleep, and even negatively affect the autonomic nervous system. Some common signs of going beyond healthy limits include ongoing fatigue, even without intense physical exertion, trouble sleeping, insomnia, or shallow sleep, unexplained tension or irritability, loss of appetite or low motivation. In some cases, headaches, poor concentration, or mild memory declined. These aren't severe signs right away, but if prolonged, they can affect your cardiovascular health, blood pressure, liver, kidneys, and hormonal balance. Another often overlooked issue is pushing yourself too hard can create a cycle of disappointment if your body doesn't respond as expected, and this creates a negative feedback loop. More worry gives more pressure, gives lower performance. That's why. After 50, the goal shouldn't be to prove yourself, but to listen to your body. Once a week done with ease, positivity, and no pressure can be far better than 3 times a week with stress and exhaustion. The key is moderation, intentionality, emotional connection. Remember, no one measures your worth by a number. Vitality is just one piece in the bigger picture of men's health after 50, not a performance metric to pressure yourself with. In the next part, tackle a very real situation. What should you do when your partner has a higher drive than you? It's a delicate yet extremely common scenario, and with the right approach, it could actually bring your relationship closer than ever before. Part 5. When desire isn't an SYNC, how to respond. When your partner wants more, one of the most difficult topics for middle-aged men is when their partner has a higher level of need. While they themselves don't feel as energetic or ready, you feel tired. You want to rest. But she still has expectations. Not out of demand, but out of emotion and connection. Many men choose to quietly push through, trying to meet expectations just to avoid disappointing her. But that can lead to fatigue, inner pressure, and long-term emotional distance. Others choose to avoid it altogether. But this can make the partner feel rejected or uncared for often, leading to misunderstanding. According to marriage counselor Dr. Laura Berman, the real problem isn't the difference in desire, it's the lack of open communication, she explains, as long as both partners are willing to listen without judgment and agree on solutions that respect both physical and emotional health, any gap can be bridged. So what can you do? 1. Open up and share. Speak gently and honestly. I still love you, but my body needs a bit more time to rest and recover for long-term health. You don't need to go into detail, just enough to show you care and are honoring your limits too. Find other ways to connect. Intimacy isn't only physical. A long hug, a movie night, a sweet note. All of these help maintain closeness and emotional bonding. 3. Agree on a reasonable rhythm. Don't let the mismatch. Linger in silence. Work together to find a pace that suits your current health and explore other ways to make your partner feel cared for and emotionally connected. Most importantly, remember, there is no such thing as too little or too much. Only a lack of alignment that can be resolved when both partners move in the same direction. In the next part, you'll discover how to improve your vitality after 50 in a natural, safe, and sustainable way. No drugs, no pressure, just simple strategies to help you feel stronger, more confident, and most importantly, at ease with yourself. Part 6, 5 ways to boost male health after 50, naturally, safely, and for the long term. After 50. Improving your vitality isn't about doing more, it's about taking care of your body the right way from the inside out. The good news? You don't need powerful medications or expensive therapies, just 5 simple principles. Practiced regularly can make a big difference in your energy, confidence, and overall wellness. 1. Eat the right foods that support male hormones. Foods RICH and zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, and antioxidants help your body naturally produce hormones, maintain vitality, and boost energy. Great food options include pumpkin seeds, oysters, eggs, lean meats, broccoli, avocados, almonds, and especially pomegranate juice. Studies show it supports healthy blood flow. 2. Move regularly, especially with light strength training exercises like brisk walking, light weightlifting, planks. Squats not only support heart health and muscle mass, but also increase testosterone levels, which are crucial for male wellness. just 30 minutes a day. 5 days a week can show noticeable improvement in a few weeks. 3. Get deep. Quality sleep, poor sleep, is one of the leading causes of hormonal decline. Your body needs deep sleep to restore and regenerate key hormones. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Avoid blue light before bed. Cut off caffeine after 3 p.m. 4. Reduce chronic stress. Stress doesn't just affect your mood, it directly weakens hormone production through endocrine disruption. Try light meditation, yoga, deep breathing, nature walks, or simply unplug for an hour each evening, all proven ways to reduce stress. 5. Maintain regular closeness without pressure. Staying physically connected at a comfortable pace helps your body maintain its natural biological rhythm. The key is no pressure, no comparison, no tension. Just steady, relaxed connection, and your body will adapt to a healthy, natural rhythm. Remember, after 50, you don't need to go back to your younger self. You just need to care for your health in a sustainable way so you can live confidently, feel close to your loved one, and most importantly, feel like yourself again. Part 7. Intimacy isn't just that thing. How to stay emotionally connected after 50. After 50. Many couples report feeling more distant, even though they still live under the same roof, eat together, and sleep side by side. The reason isn't a lack of love. It's that they've forgotten how to express intimacy in ways that match their changing stage of life. For adults, intimacy is more than just physical interaction. It's about being present, listening, and doing small things that make the other person feel cared for and respected. A 2020 study from the University of Michigan found couples over 50 who maintain regular physical closeness, like hugging, holding hands, and talking daily, report 37% higher emotional well-being than couples with limited interaction. So what small actions can make a big difference? 1. Holding hands during walks. It may seem simple, but it brings a strong sense of safety and connection, especially for couples who have walked through many years together. 2. Using old affectionate nicknames, sweetheart, honey, my love. Even after 50, using warm familiar names can reignite feelings if you're willing to bring them back. 3. Cooking or doing chores together. You don't have to travel or give gifts to reconnect. Everyday moments when shared help rebuild familiarity and trust. For starting nightly conversations, instead of scrolling your phone before bed, take 10 to 15 minutes to check in. Ask about the day. Talk about one thing that brought joy or gratitude. Just that much can nourish long-term emotional connection. Intimacy isn't a goal. It's a way for two people to grow old peacefully, solidly, and never feeling alone. Part 8. Final recap and a simple formula to stay balanced after 50. We've gone through 7 essential parts together, from understanding the importance of midlife vitality to the ideal frequency, avoiding burnout, managing mismatched needs, and learning how to stay emotionally close after 50. So here's the final question. How do you turn all of this into something simple and actionable every week? Here's the expert recommended 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 formula for maintaining a strong foundation of physical and emotional health after 50. 5. Clean. Healthy meals per week. Focus on foods rich in zinc, magnesium, omega-3, salt, and fiber. Make sure at least 5 meals per week are truly clean and nourishing, with no refined sugar or harmful fats. For workouts that raise your heart rate at least 4 times a week, do something that reminds your body it's alive and powerful. Brisk walking, swimming, light weights, anything that gets you sweating and still feels good. 3 acts of affection or praise for your partner. Make it a point to show care at least 3 times a week, even if it's just a kind word, a compliment, or a thoughtful gesture. It matters more than you think. 2 moments of closeness as health allows, if your health permits. Twice a week is ideal, not just once a week. Done with presence and ease is wonderful. Quality over quantity. 1 honest conversation each week. No talk of chores or work. It's just a real conversation about feelings, health, or future hopes. This keeps both of you understood and emotionally aligned. No need for sudden changes. No pressure to be perfect. Just repeat the 5-4-3-2-1 formula each week and in 1 to 2 months. You'll notice a real difference. And if you found this video helpful, please hit subscribe to the 50 Plus Health Guardian channel so you don't miss more empowering knowledge to help you live stronger, live bolder, and stay confident after 50. You deserve to live each day with connection, clarity, and self-assurance starting right now.